shirt looks extra blue for some reason on that camera, but it's not really that blue. It's extra navy blue. What's going on, YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with a new video. I hope you guys have had a great weekend. I hope that over the weekend you guys had a chance to watch or listen to our new podcast. It's episode 75. If the shoe was on the other foot, make sure that you guys...
That's the title? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, because, you know, I'll be trying to come up with clever little...
Yeah, that's cute.
...titles based on, you know, what we discuss on the podcast. So make sure that you guys either look for the video on YouTube, or you can download it, and I hope that you guys download it. I want everyone watching right now to pull up your phone and either go to your podcast app or go to Apple or go to Google, and I want you to look for the Scorpion Show podcast, and I want you to download the podcast. And you can download our latest episode and go listen to some other episodes. So thank you to those who do support the podcast. To everyone watching, please like this video. I hope that you leave a comment on this video. Because there's some things that we need to discuss. Now, on Friday's podcast, we talked a little bit about, more of the fallout from the Will Smith slapgate. Now, we're not going to get into all of that, but later on Friday, after the podcast came out, the Academy decided what they were going to do with Will Smith. And they decided to ban Will Smith for 10 years from anything that is Oscars related, referring to events such as like their Governor's Ball, the Academy Awards, and he can't even attend them in person or virtually for 10 years. Now, when I first heard about it, I was kind of upset, and I still think it's excessive to do to someone for 10 years. Then I text you, and I think I probably was the first person to tell you because you didn't know what I was talking about. And then I told you what it was about, and then you was like, yeah, I told you all they was going to make an example out of him. And
I did say that.
Yeah.
I actually said it the night that it happened. Did you see my post the night that it happened? I had posted, and I sent Will Smith a voice message.
Oh, yeah. You did. You sure did. I seen that.
And I told him, I said, because you're not coming back next year. I told him. In the voice message. I said, because they're not inviting you back next year.
Right. Why would you start sending people these messages?
Well.
What did they respond?
Well.
Yeah. So they decided that they're going to ban him for 10 years. I thought that was excessive because
until you talk to me, and then
and then I thought about they made an example, but then you still got these people who got rape allegations against them, who've been ducking for years, and you gave awards to like Roman Polanski, Harvey Weinstein. Now this is my thing.
Well, let me just ask you this real quick. Will Smith is banned from attending the Oscars, but he's not banned from being nominated.
Right.
So if he ever was nominated again and he won, he just wouldn't be able
to make a speech
to receive it. Somebody, they would have to mail it to him.
Yeah, or maybe Jada's going to go up there and say something on his behalf.
She's not going to go.
But
he'll probably get somebody to accept it for him.
Yeah. So Will Smith will be in his 60s, and then I don't know who this actor was, or someone who, I guess he was popular back in the day, but he released a statement talking about Will Smith should return his Oscar.
Yeah, I saw that.
To return justice. No, fuck that. He earned that. And I'm so tired of people saying, oh, but they should take it away, they should take it away. No, nobody award should be taken away. I don't care if it's a Grammy, an Oscar, a Tony, or Emmy. Like,
and I'm sorry to cut you off so early on, but I saw, and I knew this, I actually knew this, but it was confirmed when I saw this article, that in the 94 years, no one has ever had their Oscar taken away from them. The only time an Oscar had to be returned, which it actually did happen, but it wasn't taken away, it was because it happened in 1969.
I thought it was in the 70s.
It happened in 1969 at the 41st Annual Academy Awards. A documentary had won Best Documentary that year. However, they discovered after the Academy Award ceremony that documentary had come out 2 years before, which made it ineligible to be, but it was somehow not, so they had to return the Oscar because they technically weren't eligible to be That was the only time in the 94 years that an Oscar had to be returned.
But there have been people who protested their Oscar.
There have been people who protested, but that's different. Like, for instance, Marlon Brando protested the Academy Awards when he won for The Godfather. When he won for The Godfather back in 1970, I want to say 3 or something like that, Marlon Brando refused to attend the Academy Awards. So he then sent, at that time, it was a Native American woman but we later found out that she was actually an actress.
Oh my God.
Yes. She's actually an actress. See, that's why, I like to do my, and I'm into this stuff.
I remember the video, like seeing the video.
So she was actually an actress that he sent to protest his award, and she gave a speech as to why he was protesting the award, because of the treatment of Native Americans and whatnot in film at that time. And as she was giving the speech, the audience started to boo her. Yes, the clip is on YouTube. The audience actually started to boo her because Marlon Brando was basically giving a big fuck you to the Academy and the industry at that time. Even though he had won, he had never accepted the award. And I actually don't know if he ever did get the Oscar later on, but I just know she said no. So maybe he didn't get it. But yeah.
But did he ever go back to the Oscars after that?
I don't ever remember seeing Marlon Brando at any award ceremony. Well, he was before the 70s. There's clips of him. But after that night, I don't think I've ever seen him at the Academy Awards after that. And then Katharine Hepburn, she was nominated 12 times for Best Actress. She's the only actor in history to be nominated that many times for the same category, Best Actress. Meryl Streep has more nominations than her, but Meryl Streep has been nominated for Best Actress and Best Supporting Actress. Katharine Hepburn has only been nominated for Best Actress 12 times. She won 4 Oscars, and she never attended the Academy Awards when she won. She actually never attended the Academy Awards ever until she went one night when she presented a friend of hers an honorary award. She came, she presented him the award, and then she left, and she never ever came back. In all the years, she never attended. So every time she won, she was never there to accept her awards because she was somebody who was, even though she was this big movie star, she was somewhat against that type of stuff.
Yeah, maybe I'm about to say maybe she was antisocial or something.
Yeah, she just was not really, and then she was not really a glamorous person either. Because that night when they have her, the clip is on YouTube too, and she got a standing ovation too. She walked out in a pantsuit, like she had just came out literally out of her house, and then she left because that wasn't her. And she lived a very long life because she died 2003. She was like in her 90s. So she lived a very, very long life, but she was just really I don't want to say antisocial because she did a bunch of interviews, but she just
didn't do the party shit.
Yeah, she didn't do the Hollywood stuff.
Yeah.
Even though she was one of the biggest stars in Hollywood, she just didn't do the Hollywood stuff.
Yeah, that's fine. But, I feel like it's, back to, I think that it's excessive. I think that there could have been different ways that they could have punished him. Like, I think that maybe they could have had him do community service or maybe pay a fine or maybe ban him for a year or two, but not on the scale of 10 years. That's way too long. And then another thing I thought about, Will Smith don't go to the Oscars like that. So, I mean, I think he'll be okay. He'll be okay. He'll be fine. He's going to be. He ain't got no choice but to be okay. Right. And it's going to be fine. And I thought that maybe, more people will be in an uproar, but it's less of an uproar. Will Smith, after they, put out their decision, he said that he will honor him and he respects their decision.
Well, see, Will Smith had first resigned from the Academy.
Yeah, and we didn't talk about that.
So he resigned from the Academy before they were able to
do anything.
Dismiss him.
Yeah.
So therefore now he will not be able to, and I found out that he actually has been an Academy member since 2001. So for 20 years he's been an Academy member, which means that he's been able to vote. To watch, and it's crazy because there are thousands of entertainers, whether it be actors, producers, directors, engineers, lighting people, who are a part of the Academy, who actually are those people who actually watch these movies, they review these movies, and then they vote on the movies once the Academy Awards come around for the best. So it's not just like the actors who, it's all Academy members. And what's interesting is because the other day I was looking at something with this old actress from years ago. Now, she wasn't even this big star, so you would not even know her name or anything like that. But as I was looking up her biography and I was reading it, I found out that she died like maybe in 2018, and she was like 105. And in her biography, it was saying how she was still an Academy member and voter who voted at at the Academy Awards up until the year before she died. And I was just like, wow, like you have these people who've been members for all these years and they're still reviewing these movies. But Will Smith won't be able to do that. I agree. I think that the 10 years is excessive. Now, I did say that I think that they were going to make an example out of him, and they did. I think that it's excessive. He should have been banned, like you said, for at least 2 years. I knew they weren't going to let him come back next year. I just knew that. You're not coming back next year. But 10 years is a long time. Now, Will Smith is not somebody who comes to the Oscars every year. No, he's not. When you really think about it, none of them actors come every year unless they're actually being nominated. The good thing out of this is, even though he's not allowed to come, he will still be able to be nominated if he makes movies down the road that are Oscar worthy and get nominated. So he will be able to be nominated, and he could possibly win in the future. He just won't be able to go to the show to receive it. So that's the good thing.
Yeah, he can still go to other shows like Golden Globes,
because they're not a part of the
the Academy.
The Academy. They're different entities. It's unfortunate.
Yes, I mean
it is unfortunate. But as I've been reminding people on social media, our actions have consequences. And sometimes the consequences are not what we expect them to be and not what we think is fair. But then that is not for us to decide. Because if it was for us to decide, we wouldn't decide us to get in trouble at all. So that's why I keep reminding people that our actions have consequences. Right. And a lot of people are, but what about, you keep bringing up the whatabouts. But we're talking about, like this one person on Facebook, wanted to go back and forth and say, oh, well, in all these years, why would they decide to do this now? They didn't do it with people like Roman Polanski. And I said, well, I'm sure the board of governors were not the same board members when Roman Polanski and all those people were doing it. This is a new group because I know it's a new group because Ava DuVernay is a part of the board of governors, and she wasn't on the board of governors.
But I wonder if she had a say so in this decision.
You listen. I have not seen one big Hollywood biggie come out in defense of Will Smith. The only Hollywood people, celebrities that come out in defense of Will Smith are the black rappers and musicians. Right. Even Denzel Washington said Will Smith was wrong. All the biggies, like Denzel, Billy Crystal, who's been host of the Oscars 9 times, he just did an interview the other day and he said that Will Smith was
everybody, he was wrong.
All the biggies are saying that he's wrong. So, I mean, and I guess if you got the board of governors saying 10 years, I don't know. Because she's on the board of governors. And I had to explain it to some people. Like, we're bringing up Roman Polanski and Harvey Weinstein. But when they were being charged and all that stuff, that was years ago. And I don't know how the board of governors worked at the Academy. But I'm almost certain that the same board of governors that are there today are not the ones who were there then. So we can't. That's like comparing apples to oranges.
But there got to be some type of morality clause.
Oh, I agree with you 100%.
These type of when you're a part of these type of memberships, like especially when it comes to sexual assault and allegations, I'm sure there's been a lot of directors and a lot of people who do casting, do all kinds of things to these women and blackball them and
not just to the women, to the men too.
Yeah.
Look
hell yeah. Well, wait a minute, what happened to him? Oh, well, he said that he got found. And then,
well, that's sexual assault.
Yeah, but I haven't heard anything like him being punished.
Well, no, Terry Crews wouldn't have been punished. The guy who did it.
Oh yeah, they dropped him. Yeah,
I don't even know who it was. Who was
I
it?
don't. Something like that. I don't know.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Junk, like,
yeah.
I mean,
that's what I said.
The old Terry Crews, like the one that was in White Chicks, stand on that beach. Okay, now that Terry Crews, okay, but the new Terry Crews, I don't know what they done to this Terry Crews.
Yeah, it is excessive, and I feel bad because, Will Smith is a good actor. He's a really good actor, and he's earned his spot in Hollywood. It's just an unfortunate thing that happened. And again, I keep saying this, and I will say it until we're blue in the face, that a lot of times our actions have consequences, and this is the consequence of what he did. I do not want him to do something like that. I don't want anybody to do something like that. But you have to, and these places have to take assault seriously. Can I just say this? And I forgot to say this last week. Mm-hmm. And that is, the academy is taking this serious with this assault, just like a lot of hospitals in this city is taking employee, let's say employee beef seriously. Mm-hmm. Look what happened at Jefferson when that guy came to work and shot. They're taking this serious. Anytime you have two employees going back and forth and one of the employees goes to report it, they treat it like somebody's walking in the building with a bomb. Yeah. Because you don't want another employee to feel like they're being threatened and then come to work with a gun. So even though a lot of us may think, oh, well, Will Smith, all he did was smack him, but that could have led to something totally different.
Yeah, in that situation, I heard a rumor about what allegedly.
Well, see, the crazy thing was we'll never know the truth because one guy is dead and the other one is now in jail. So you never really
thought they killed. Oh, they never officially killed him.
He didn't. No, yeah, he just got shot. He didn't die.
Oh,
so you're not going to really know it. I heard that it had something to do with a woman, but it's like you don't really know because the one guy is not here to say, the guy, right? And it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. But I say that to say because a lot of these corporations, these places of business are taking all types of assault serious. And it's no longer you can go to work, argue with your coworker in the locker room or in the break room, and then go back to work like nothing never happened. Now, if the boss hears that y'all were arguing, now it's being made into this. Now we got to get HR involved. Now we got to get security involved. Now we got to make sure that, are you okay? You know what I mean? Like, it's this whole big thing now because you have so many people now coming to work with guns, coming to work with knives. So they have to take stuff like this serious. And I know a lot of people don't quite get it because they're looking at it like, oh, well, he just smacked him. But a smack could lead to a gunshot.
Yeah, because especially in Philly, because people don't know how to fight no more.
Right.
So I don't even get into arguments.
And I'm not saying that could happen on at the Oscars, but just look at somebody like Kanye West, how he taunted Kim Kardashian and her new boyfriend. And then it turned around that the people were taunting, Kanye West fans started taunting Pete Davidson.
And you know what? They wrong.
That leads to
violence. All defended Kanye.
Right.
And nobody say, Kanye, you got to chill.
Not me, because
I ain't seen that one
group chat on his ass.
That said, Kanye, you got to chill. I never seen nobody say, Kanye, you got to chill with the dumb shit.
Yeah.
Everybody's out here support. Like, everything Kanye do, y'all support.
There are crazies out here, and crazies will follow their favorite celebrities. Yeah. And when Kanye started harassing this man, his fans started harassing this man. Yes. They started harassing Pete Davidson. And you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of this incident that happened in the 80s when this young actress was shot and killed in her apartment doorway by this crazy fan.
Yeah,
he found out where she lived at, and he shot, and he went to her apartment, knocked on her door, she opened it, and he shot and killed her. There are people out there like that are crazy. So we have to take things like this serious. Again, I don't know how many times I have to say this, but there are people who just still think that, oh, well, it was just a smack, and it's, please, that doesn't, I mean, Chris Rock has said so many crazy things in the past. Yes, but things like that, just imagine somebody, Chris Rock's loyal fans. Now, we don't see his fans on the internet acting crazy, but there might be somebody sitting in the basement who absolutely loves Chris Rock and probably is deranged and mental and like, what the fuck Will Smith think he is doing that? And they'll probably try to hurt Will Smith in some type of way. You got to think about stuff like that. Well, people don't think about that. They just think about, oh, well, Will Smith did what he was supposed to do. Now, look, now people don't like Jada now because now, days later, the Shade Room posted Jada Pinkett Smith. She posted a picture of herself going to Debbie Allen's new and they attacked. I mean, all the comments was, bitch, who do you think you are? You're the reason why all this happened to your husband. You're a troublemaker. You're a but I'm like, wait, 2 weeks ago y'all were all praising Will for defending his wife. Yeah. Now y'all going in on his wife.
Yeah, I figured they had to be doing something with Jada because Jada's comments are only celebrity only.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kevin, the Shade Room comments, the way they ripped her a new asshole.
But that's how people do.
That's how they do.
Especially our people. We tear each other down.
And they were just defending them.
Like, I get scared to even read those comments, especially if they post somebody gay. You got all these people that got something to say. Sometimes I be having something to say. Because you know what? I'm so tired of our people. Like, every time they come out, then they got this little white man on the side. Like, what is going on? Like, What is going on? Why every time? Like, it's like every time.
Yeah.
Now, I ain't got nothing against nobody.
But
I'm tired of the pattern.
I know.
I'm tired of the pattern.
They don't
get
never
a
have a
couple
brother next
dollars,
to him.
you got to go get somebody all exotic looking. You know, and I just
don't give me nobody exotic.
Yeah.
I want the dark.
Yes.
The how you like your meat?
Well done. Burnt. Burnt. I don't want nothing pink.
Okay. I got medium rare when
Not
they in the
me.
thing
I
at
like
the store.
everything.
I got a steak medium rare. I said I never get this medium rare.
But I'm so tired of that pattern. Gerard Carmichael. Let's keep it moving.
Don Lemon.
Yeah.
His husband.
It's like then we heard there was this story like somebody sent to me. This white guy was going in on black girls on Twitter, African man, going in on black girls on Twitter. He started dating this white girl. She done stabbed him up, killed him.
I know. I saw.
Like I'm like, oh my god.
He was going in on black girls, yeah, and then got a white girl, and now look.
And she was just casually on social media afterwards.
I know. I saw. Did you see the picture of her? Did you see the picture of her?
I heard she was all in blue. I didn't.
Yeah, I saw the picture. If somebody must have took the picture, I guess she was in the house and she was sitting by the window with like I don't know if it was a bra or a bikini top, and her body was she was covered in blood.
They be thinking the one.
I bet you he won't be talking about how much he like.
Well, he can't now. Oh, you better hush your mouth. He can't.
I bet you he won't now. That's unfortunate.
He's probably regretting thinking about it.
Where you thinking about it at?
He's roaming around.
That's right.
About it.
He's roaming around.
Roaming. Just like damn.
It's unfortunate, but you know what? These black guys gotta stop. Like you said, getting a couple dollars and then abandoning where they came from. They do it all. These sports stars do it all the time. Yeah, and shout out to people like LeBron James, because him and Savannah have been together since they were in school, and they are they done build not only a family together, but they built an empire together. And now look at their oldest son; he's on his way to the NBA. Come on now, that's how you do it. Yeah. That's how you do it. Yeah. These black guys, they go out there and they want to get these exotic looking women, and then look what happens to them.
They getting the exotic cash because they're not staying with you for so long.
No, they're not.
You know, it's just, I don't know.
They stand with you. They gonna fuck you, Mr. Basketball, football player man, or baseball player man, and then the next player comes along that's hot and new. They gonna jump right on him.
They just be thinking like, oh well, I want somebody. No.
And if she's smart, she'll get pregnant right away. Because it'll really be cha-ching let the cat touch the rat.
No, again, y'all know I ain't got nothing against, but I just got to bring it
me neither, but
I'm just so tired of that pattern.
Yeah,
I am so tired of the pattern. You know what? Maybe I should lead the way and show you how you get a nice chocolate man.
Listen, I you know on this show I've said it plenty of times. I like one race and one race only. And I know you tried so desperately to get me to. But I'm like, no, I like my race. That's the race I like. You know, okay, you're not. I'm not laying in bed with nobody who ain't black. Okay, because that's what I'm attracted to. Mix it up. I don't want nothing pink. I don't want nothing.
Well, you can get something brown.
They better be black or African or Jamaican.
Okay. You like the Jamaicans?
Listen, they all black.
You know they dive off the post.
They all black. Okay,
dive right off the table.
I don't care where you're from, just as long as you're black. Okay, that's how I like it. I like my coffee black.
Not no cream in it. No cream.
I don't even drink coffee. Okay. But I like it black.
So, Chris Rock said he's not going to speak about the slap unless he gets paid.
Well, listen.
And I'm not mad.
Hey, because I didn't smack him. He smacked me.
Yeah.
I didn't smack him. He smacked me. Yeah. That's right. You know what? Profit off of it. I mean, he has profited off of it because his ticket sales.
Yeah, they went through the roof.
Yes, and people go
because I thought he was going to say something, but he didn't.
No,
he's doing this smart. Because now we've heard everybody's side. We done seen what happened, and now it's going to die down, and then Chris Rock is going to light that shit up right back up again. Yeah. Or Jada will on the Red Table Talk. Or Jada. What else is next on here? T.I. got booed.
Oh my God. Another fool. Come on, man.
Now we just talked about him trying to come up on somebody's stage. Now see, I told you I didn't see the video of what was said before. I didn't see that. But still, you just can't be hijacking nobody's show Well, he went to a comedy jam at the Barclays, a little April Fool's, whatever, comedy concert. He gets up on stage. I can't even remember what he tried to joke about Mikhail. But
he was talking about something at a gas station.
They booed the fuck out of him.
He's basically said, if your woman goes out to a public bathroom and she actually sits on the toilet rather than squatting, then fellas, you need to leave her where she's at, because that basically she'll jump on anything. And I'm just like, that's not even funny. That's nasty.
Yeah, that is. Let me tell you.
That's nasty.
I hear some horror stories about the women's bathroom. They say the women's bathroom is the dirtiest place you could ever go. And
well, I guess it all depends where you go, because I mean, some men's bathroom is horrible.
Listen now. It's really no horror stories to say about like at my job. Like you might see a little spot of pee on the floor from like them. I guess like when they.
But some of them piss on the floor and they just don't know how to aim.
And that's totally nasty.
Then there's one. I don't want to talk about it.
But see, in the women's bathroom, I hear about the blood. I hear about the stuff just on the wall, just stuff everywhere. How it get there? I don't know how it gets there.
Well, if it's shit on the wall, that's because whoever's shitting is not sitting on the toilet. They're probably squatting.
That is, I just heard the women's bathroom is not a place you want to be. That's what I
just think it. Yeah, I mean,
men, all we got to do is just pull it out.
No, but you got to remember, Kevin, there are some nasty men. Like at my job, there's one particular bathroom, one particular stall where a man in my building, and I figured that it has to be a worker because it's constantly in this particular stall, and they're going to the bathroom and they are blowing the bathroom up, they're wiping their behind, and then they're getting up and not flushing the toilet.
Oh, that is nasty.
That's what I'm saying. That is disgusting. First of all, I am too embarrassed to walk out of a bathroom. Now, this is the difference between me and you, because you do this a lot.
Wait a minute.
But I am too embarrassed to walk out of a bathroom without making sure my zipper's full up.
Oh, child.
Because, you walk out.
I sure do. They're like, Kevin, your blinkers on. What the fuck are you talking about?
I check myself every time I leave out of a bathroom. I cannot imagine using the bathroom in that way and simply getting up and then leaving without flushing the toilet. Because I would be too embarrassed that somebody's going to come in right behind me. Because you don't know who's about to come in the bathroom. So I would be embarrassed that somebody would come right in behind me like, oh my God, I know Mikhail didn't just do that and didn't flush the toilet.
Yeah.
Like, how do you get up from the toilet and don't flush it?
That is trifling. We got automatic toilets at my job.
That's disgusting.
As soon as you get your ass up, it flushes.
It's disgusting. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and act like the women's bathroom's only, because I've been in some nasty men's room. I have been in some nasty men's room.
Now, see, no, I'm glad.
You got a lot of men who piss on the floor, and it's like they're purposely pissing on the floor. You got a lot of men who you can tell don't drink water.
Because
their piss is so thick and yellow.
Gold.
And that talk gold.
Solid gold.
What they say on the Wiz, the color is gold. You got to be gold. Whatever they say.
It's gold. Yeah.
It's just nasty. You got some nasty.
People can be nasty.
You do. So I'm not, I don't put it past people, I just look at it, if you're going to be nasty in public, you're definitely nasty at your house.
Yes.
Because there's no way that you are going to be in public and nasty where there are a bunch of people who can come in right behind you and you not be embarrassed. So if you're doing that in public where there's a bunch of people who come in right behind you, no telling what you're doing in your own house. Yeah.
I take my seat covers and I do it. If I have to, I do. I used to be ashamed to do that in public now. Please. I'm at work. Look, I gotta go. Fuck it. I gotta go. Listen, you gotta go. But I'm glad that, like, I don't know what it is about them bathrooms, but it's like you don't smell nobody blowing it up or nothing. Like, somebody could be in there and you go be like, you know how nobody can smell? I don't smell a damn thing. But, yeah, I feel sorry for the women's bathroom because I keep hearing horror stories. I always hear horror stories about the women's bathroom.
But then you got some nasty women at your job.
Look, I don't even know if they just at my job. I'm just saying, even Gigi told me, just the women's bathroom is just nasty, period. No matter where you go, it's just nasty. I'm so sorry. Get it together, ladies. So.
Oh, my God. I'm not even going to say, let's get off this subject, because I was about to say something. Because there are nasty women out there, because this... I said something, you know what? I did a live about this. Some of y'all probably were on my live, maybe about 2 weeks ago. I did a live about this. I had left work and I was so distraught and I was so upset because that particular week I had kept seeing it. and that is when you go to the bathroom, and this is not just a ladies' room, because at my job you have public bathrooms for anybody going. You go into the bathroom, and when it comes time for you to throw your tissue in the trash, you kick and you open it in the top of the trash, and a used pad is sitting at the top. It's like, you mean to tell me you don't think to wrap that up?
Mm-hmm.
And then you got some nasty women who...
Stop before our followers go down. Stop. Just stop. Because men is nasty.
Men are nasty.
And getting up.
Well, I just said men. Yeah, I just said men are nasty.
And sometimes
that's nasty.
They be piss in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Men are nasty. That is nasty. Yeah. Men are nasty. I'm not used to a woman's bathroom. Because sometimes I be like,
but men are nasty. Flush the toilet.
Mm-hmm. But I do. I hate when I go to a bathroom and a woman's, pad is in the trash can is open. It's like, you don't wrap that up. I lived in a house with 2 women. I lived in a house with 2 women, and I never seen my mom or my sister's pad exposed or anything like that. It's like, who is raising some of these women?
Wolves.
Or are you doing that to be funny? Do you think that's funny to leave a open used pad in the trash can? Are you getting your kicks off from that? Because whenever we think of people getting their rocks off from crazy things, we always think of men. But I think there's some women out here that get their rocks off or something like that too. They just wait for somebody like Mikhail to go in the bathroom and say, "What the fuck?" And they probably stand behind the wall. And then run off.
Like that lady from that movie, Mom. She stood behind that wall.
Yeah, like the movie Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. When Betty Davis had chained her sister up in that room because her sister was paralyzed. And she changed her sister, and she was the one who paralyzed her sister too. Mm. And she changed her sister up in that room, and she would feed her sister. And then she came one day with a tray for her sister to eat. And she put it in front of her sister. And when she walked out of the room, but before she walked out of the room, she said, "By the way, we have rats in the basement."
Oh, God.
And she walked out of the room. And the sister was looking at the tray like, and when she opened the tray, it was a dead rat on her plate. And the sister screamed and hollered, and Betty Davis was in the hallway just laughing. There are people who get their rocks off from stuff like that. Okay? And it's not just men. There are some women who get their rocks off from stuff like that. Mm. I think it's disgusting. Yeah. I get my rocks off from things sexual. Yeah. Not from stuff like that.
But how we get from T? We didn't even finish up my T.I. I mean, that's just how it is when you watch school. We went from T.I. to the nasty bear.
Yeah, well, T.I. T.I. is going through a midlife crisis. That's all I can think of. Because who's telling him that he's funny?
Yeah, he needs to go on tour or something. Yeah.
He's using words that he doesn't even use them in the right way. Mm. He's using these big words that he doesn't know the meaning of, and he's not using them properly. Yeah. He needs to just chill.
Can they bring back the Family Man T.I.? I love that era.
Well, all his kids is grown now. They're getting grown now, and it's like...
Yes, but
they ain't got time for him.
His daughters, don't even want to deal with him, go to the doctors with him and stuff like that. First of all, I wouldn't want my dad to be in the doctors with me. I didn't want my mom in the doctors with me. Whatever I talked about was me and the doctors. I don't want my mom up in there. Yeah, Mom, I did this with this person and that. No, girl... man, like we never had those type of conversations. I didn't want to hear that.
I never forget the time I went to the doctors and my mom was sitting in the room. The doctor said, "Do you want her?" And she left out. And when the doctors asked me questions, I still wasn't answering. And I thought to myself, she didn't even have to leave because I'm not telling you a goddamn thing. I didn't even know why I said she could leave.
Right?
Because I'm still not telling you nothing.
Baby,
because at that time I didn't trust the doctors because I thought maybe they'd go back and tell my mom something. So I said,
no, they wouldn't do that. But
well, I'm older now, so I know better. But at that time, I didn't know. Yeah, you know what I mean. I thought it was a setup.
I told them I was out there zooing that bitch. My mom was like, "Yeah, I want him top to bottom. I want him checked." But it was my decision on what they did, not her decision.
Right. Yeah, I ain't tell that doctor nothing. Are you sexually active? No.
I was such a liar.
Sexually active.
I was landing low and spreading. Let me say.
I think every hole in my body at this time is sexually active.
That's what I tell these young people. Y'all not getting away with nothing. Everything y'all try
I've already done it.
Yeah. Okay. And especially when it comes to online, you definitely ain't trying nothing that I done already did.
Listen.
Or met up with somebody. I done already did it. So you can't tell me That's what I be telling the moms. Check their motherfucking phones because they could be doing anything. Go in the DMs. You got to go through. Check it up, top, down. Shut it down. It's too much going on out here. That's and these men are crazy. If you don't want to talk to them, they want to try to shoot you. Like, it's different from my time. Yeah. You could turn them down, you know. I ain't had to worry about nobody trying to come at me, you know. But now, well, I ain't worried about that now. But I'm just saying, like, with girls, it's so different. Like, the man shot that girl at the damn gas station the other night in King of Prussia.
Yeah, that was his ex-girlfriend. Yeah, that's horrible. It is horrible. And he looked crazy. Yeah, like... Where are these girls finding these guys at?
Listen, I don't know.
They are really shooting these girls.
I don't know. Like,
and he didn't just shoot her, he shot her several times.
And she was trying to get away and he still shot her. Oh, my God. Poor baby.
He should have known he was going to get caught. He was at a gas station with cameras. I mean, come on.
Oh, did they catch him?
Yeah, they caught him. They had his face all over the news. Well, actually, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. Oh, he did?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
Well, I don't know because I don't know if they actually caught him yet. I just know that they knew who he was because they were looking for him. Because they said, we know who he is. This is who shot her. So, and they had his face all over his mugshot. So I don't know if they actually caught him yet, but they knew he was. So he's not going to get far.
I mean, it's just horrible. Yeah. And then, oh my God, I would never expect anything to happen down here in King of Prussia. Like, nothing like this ever happens.
It's happening
Stuff happening everywhere now. Shit, it's happening everywhere. I rarely hear now I'm hearing the gunshots. They're getting closer towards here. They be like maybe 2 blocks away. I'm like, oh my God. Somebody got shot the other day in her legs. And I heard those gunshots because it was like 10 shots. Like, oh, I know they got whoever they were looking for. Like, then they had it all on, you get to watch people's videos on Citizens. You hear the sirens right now.
Well, the sirens was going off when I was walking in.
Yeah, it's a lot going on out here. Like, it's, you get a little bit of sunlight and these girls start pulling out guns.
Oh, and it ain't even warm yet.
Like,
wait till it start getting hot.
Listen, I got better things to do. Like, go to work and get some.
Let me tell you something. I was at work.
I'm going to have a good time.
I was at work this weekend.
Yeah, right.
When I tell you it was the slowest 12 hours I ever did in my life, both days, but I was so happy to be sitting there. Yeah. I said at that desk, so I was to do and didn't do a goddamn thing. Because this weekend it was slow. On the floor that I was working, we only had 2 new patients Saturday, but they came back to back on Saturday morning. For the rest of the day, nobody left. Nobody had to be sent out on emergencies. It was just quiet. Everybody was just walking in the halls, talking to each other on their phones, just chilling. I'm sitting behind the desk, watching First 48. Then yesterday was Yesterday was a more active day. Nobody left. Nobody came in. But the call bells. And if you work in a hospital, you know, them call bells, them patients are ringing the bell. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Ain't nobody praying today? I mean, they just keep placing that call bell for somebody to come. Oh my God.
But what did they want?
Well, they could go in anywhere. I mean, anything. They could either need somebody to help them go to the bathroom. They could be hungry. They could want medicine for their pain. And they want any damn thing. But it's like when you hearing them call bells, it's like, oh my God. Go to sleep.
Shut up. Stop trying to sleep on that. Stop sleeping at that desk.
I wasn't sleeping at the desk. I'm telling them to go to sleep. Well, not me go to sleep. I'm telling them to go to sleep.
Because they be recording people now trying to sleeping on the job and stuff.
They do.
Like, don't do that. They recorded them people that work at LaSalle. So like, they don't be doing that. LaSalle University.
Cops get caught sleeping all the time.
They be the little guards. They be like,
yeah.
So, and then I'm like, okay, somebody else posted it. Why you going? You a big ass news site. Why you going to post them sleeping like that? Like, I hope they still got their job.
Most likely they don't.
Britney Spears.
Because nobody's not paying you to go to sleep at no job.
Yeah.
So most likely they don't. And especially if they security.
Let me tell you. Well, they just put in a newsletter today at my job. Yeah. Do not put your head down on your desk. What the fuck wrong with y'all?
Well, how could y'all put your head down on your desk, especially at your job? Because I could imagine them phones be ringing.
Them good. And I'd be like,
how many people work in your department like in the morning when you're there? Because I'm sure got to be a lot of people dealing with what y'all doing.
I would say average 15, 20 people. It's not a lot of people. Not a lot. No.
To deal with that volume of call, because y'all dealing with people.
Yeah, Monday morning, they normally all the desks are filled, all day, because all day the desk has to be filled from day and night. So it's like if anybody.
So it's 24 hours.
No, but it's like it's 6 to 8.
Shift.
Yeah. Okay. So if like Mondays, all the desks are filled, and then because everybody has to work. Some people request off, and then some people just call out. But it's you get more points for calling out on that day because they really need you there on Mondays, the first of the month, and like you're supposed to be at work. Now let's like the first of the month you can be scheduled off is fine, but don't call out on the first of the month. But I would say it's better because a lot of things have gotten better, especially like with the system. Because I'm trying not to say too much. A lot of things have gotten better with the system, so we're in.
So basically, he works for 911.
We're not. I'm saying we busy. Like when we get busy, it's busy. Right. But when it's not busy, I'm loving. I'm enjoying it. We get to talk. We get to do our job. But I'm like, okay.
You know, somebody's gonna take what I just said and be like, why would you tell people where you work at?
Yeah, I'm working on 911. Oh, baby, I got cursed out today.
By 911?
No.
Why'd you have to call them?
Some girl called me, and I was like, Miss, you need to verify your account. She said, well, I gave you this and I gave you that. And I said, yeah. But I said, I need 2 verifiers. The 2 main verifiers are your name and your address. And then there's always one more thing that goes along, but that's like the minor ones. Mm-hmm. So
she gave you the name.
She gave me part of the street or whatever.
Part of the street? How did you get part of it?
Because she was like, well, that's when I lived on. I said, okay. So I said, okay, miss, I need you to give me the full thing. And then she was like, I don't fucking know. No, she didn't start cursing yet. She said, I don't know. She's like, that was 2019. And she was like, I can't remember where I lived at that time. And I was like, well, I said, I remember all my previous addresses. She's like, fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. All this and that. And I was like, miss, please don't curse at me. Please. She's like, no, fuck you. I thought she was going to call me a faggot. She's like, fuck you, this and that. And then I said, well, you know what? I did my closing.
Well, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. Certain things people can't remember. But like if you ask me, okay, you know what's so funny? It's so funny that we're having this particular conversation because on my way here, I was in the car talking to myself, as I often do. We all do. And I realized that I still remember my phone number from 1993.
Right.
But this is the thing. I remember, and you remember at that time, you didn't have to dial the area. No, that was letters before we was. Yeah. But we didn't have to dial the area code. 215-267. That when we had to start dialing that was later on in the 90s. Mm-hmm. But in the early days, in the early 90s, we just like for instance, my old phone number was 440-0772. Mm-hmm. There were 2 phone numbers that I knew by heart. My phone number, where I lived at, and my grandmother's. Mm-hmm. If you ask me today, my grandmother, I can't tell you what her number started with, and I was always at her house. But I know her address. Right. I know she lived at 732 Jefferson Street. But her phone number, I cannot remember. Mm. And I remember always calling that phone. Mom, where you at? I'm not here. We're about to leave. Well, where you go? You understand what I'm saying? But now I can't even remember her phone number. Yeah. But so, I mean, some people can't remember like certain things. Like some people may be able to remember the address, or they may even be able to remember the street, but they might not remember the zip code.
I always remember our house number, 235-7820. That's the first time I've ever said that phone number. And I remember when I told them to turn the phone off because my mom passed. She was like, well, we still want to thank her for her 50 years of service.
How they going to thank her? She's dead.
Listen, that's what they said.
What?
She was with us for 50 years.
Oh, she had that phone number for 50 years?
Like she was a part of
Bell Atlantic. Okay. Bell Atlantic? They ain't been around no more.
I know, but I'm saying, like, remember before it was Bell Atlantic and then Verizon.
Yeah, I'm about to say, damn sure, because we had a Bell Atlantic. Man, you took it way back. They are not around no more, and I remember when they closed.
I remember when they changed the name to
Verizon. Yes.
Everything was Verizon. People putting peace signs up in the commercial.
We had a Bell Atlantic headquarters up near my house when they were still open.
It was one in North Philly, 17th and Oxford.
Bell
I think it's Oxford,
God.
Yeah, so
took it way fucking back.
Yeah, but people, this is my thing. Like, I will work with you. Like, I'm like, listen, come on. I know you know your email. I'm like, come on. Like, I know you. Like, I be coaching them, and then they give. And I was like, finally, you said it. Like, you know, like, yeah. But I just be like, some people like, I'm sorry, but I can't help you. You can't verify the address. You can't verify the phone number. I'm so sorry, but I can't help you. And then I just like, just go online.
But you know what? Yeah. I mean, they have an option of going online. They do. But I think calling would probably be more faster for them. But when you think about it, nowadays you have so many people who move from apartment to apartment that they probably don't remember when they created the account and where they were living at when they created it.
That's why I say, but where were you in 2018? Where were you in 2019? It shouldn't be that hard. Like you.
Well, no, I gotta play devil's advocate. It can be that hard, Kevin. You know why? Because you have some people, like for instance, I had an old coworker that every time you turned your phone from the front to the back, she was living somewhere different.
I can understand.
And that was like in 1 year. And like you'd be like, oh, and even with your phone number. Some people change their phone number like they change their drawers.
Yeah,
you do have some people who move constantly. They move constantly, and I was like, "Damn, you live here now? Wait, you live here now? Yeah, I moved out here because." And it's like some people do not, they don't know how to stay in one place.
I'm like, oh my goodness.
Maybe that's something y'all need to change. I'm gonna need to call up this.
No.
Who can I call corporate?
They would never change it because it's definitely a verifiable thing, and I'd be like, because anybody could call up here and say your name, but we need you to verify this, we need you to verify that. And if you can't verify,
why don't you ask people to verify? Well, I guess
like
socials is too much.
Some people can verify by their birthday. Some people can verify by their email.
Or why not like the last 5 digits of the social, not 4, but the last.
We don't do social security numbers.
I know you don't do the social security numbers, but last 5 digit.
Like, no, we can't do that. But I'm just be like,
I have to call corporate.
It's not that hard, and people just be like. Some people snap, but most of the time...
Because if I'm trying to hurry up and get this done, and you ask me for something that I don't remember, now I'm getting an attitude.
I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to say, like, maybe...
And you're going to have to...
It's a couple times a week.
Audacity on the phone to tell me, oh, you don't remember? I would have cussed your ass out, too.
And then...
Excuse me? I don't remember. Like, let me speak to your fucking manager. Who the fuck you think you talking to? Yeah, I would have cussed your ass out, too. Oh, you mean tell me you don't remember? I can remember. It's not about you. Yeah. I don't give a fuck what you remember.
That's so long ago. Like, man, I remember all my entrances. And you know one thing? If they had lost their if they was at an airport and they had lost their ID, and the government knows where you live at. Oh my God, they had everything about me. Tell us the address you live. Where did you live?
At the airport?
Yes.
Yeah. Hello, it's the government. Yeah.
So,
well, just think about 40 years ago when they wasn't doing all that.
Right. They just like you fly.
Not that anybody get on.
Yeah. So I had one time I flew off my sister ID, and one time I flew off Malik's because when I was in LA. Oh my God.
Ooh, and you're somebody who always loses your ID.
Baby. But I've had this ID for a good while. 2 years now. I haven't lost it.
Well,
2 years. I haven't had a duplicate. First of all, I don't want to go down to the I don't want to go down to the thing. Because all them people that have not renewed their ID,
or whose license is suspended, or who trying to get a license, and you sitting in the number.
Nobody.
You got to wait there all day. C3, 4, 5, 6.
They got their kids, they're in there crying.
Somebody talking loud on the phone.
Yes, it'd be so much going on.
Somebody, don't forgive me. Somebody in there don't know English. Oh my God. So you really got to wait. Okay. And that takes even longer.
It does.
I could have did better by going on the internet and doing it my damn self.
Yeah, you would think that they would let you do that, but when it's time for a picture, you got to come down there. Now you can get your ID mailed to you, I believe.
Then it takes, oh my God. You say, oh my God, don't nobody know. When I went that issue a few months ago with my license, when I was trying to get it reinstated, it was 2 of them in there. And both of them did not speak English.
They was working with you?
No.
Oh.
They were people trying to do something with their license. The husband was. But the wife didn't know English.
Oh, Lord.
And nobody in PennDOT spoke the language that they spoke.
I didn't speak Spanish today. Well, I said,
oh my Jesus.
I had a Spanish call. The translator hung up. So I talked to the customer, and then I used a little bit of my Spanish.
Oh, you had a translator that calls.
We could call the translator, and then we talk to the translator. Like they could all these languages if somebody called. But I think my Spanish came out. I used my Spanish today. I used a little bit of my Spanish, and I told her she had the wrong number. And this is what you gotta call. Yeah, I didn't say you had the. I told her in English she had the wrong number, but I gave her the numbers in Spanish because it's much quicker. They know it.
They know it in Spanish.
Yes, I said I know my numbers in Spanish, so here's
Don't
the numbers.
ask me to say no numbers because I start saying the real stuff.
Really?
Dos,
Oh,
uno. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco.
Oh my God! When they be in Philly, they be like dos seis siete. That's 267.
Child, don't ask me to say 267 in Spanish. I'll be sitting, huh?
They be going real fast.
Yeah, I can't do it fast. Mm-hmm. No.
Yeah. Maria don't play about her. Shut up before y'all find out where I work. Maria don't play when things ain't working. Oh, she will call.
Who's Maria? Oh, she's one of the customers that calls them.
Whoever's Spanish.
I know that's right.
They say you speak Spanish, and that's how they say it.
Yeah.
You speak Spanish?
Because before I tell you anything, I need to make sure you speak the language that my first language.
I say, no hablo español, un momento, por favor. Like that Spanish lady on the line. Yeah, but Britney Spears is pregnant. Let me say this. I don't agree with Britney Spears being pregnant so soon. I feel like Britney should have got some counseling and stuff. Now, Britney is carrying the baby with all of this going on inside of her. Lord, I just pray that her child is fine. And I mean this with true sincerity. I'm not digging on her, but she's still not right
Upstairs.
based on the video she posts, how she be acting. I know a lot of people might be happy for her, but I'm not one of those sitting there saying I'm happy for her. I hope she has a healthy baby. But this is not the time to be sitting here being pregnant and you engaged and we don't really know everything. And Brittany, you going on tirades, you went on tirades to get your family. You're still going to get your family. I mean, I probably would too. But that's a part of why you need to get the counseling that you need. And until Brittany can at least heal herself, she needs to try to heal herself a lot before she worries about bringing another mouth to feed in this world, even though she can afford it. But can you give that baby the love, time, and attention that you need? What about the children that you already have? What type of mother are you to them now?
The father, right?
Kevin Federline, yeah.
Like
that's what I'm saying. Like, what kind of mother are you to them? Before you just be bringing babies in the world. And as soon as you got that IUD out your body, you just went right on there, let them bust all up in you. And, and speaking of busting up in you, because I'm done with Brittany, Jules. Now, a lot of news sites are scared to talk about it. But, yeah, they say it's alleged, and we're going to use alleged because ain't nobody showing me. I ain't got no money to get no notes from me. It's alleged that Jules got somebody pregnant, and they was shit.
Jules who?
Jules, son of Solange.
You say Jules, if people don't know you talking about.
Son of Solange, nephew of Beyonce, grandson of Miss Tina Knowles, who has a movie coming out this weekend. Michelle Williams on a Lifetime Network, where Miss Tina's playing Michelle's mom. I'm going to see what it's all about this Saturday. But in the meantime, the son, the nephew, or the grandson, however you want to say it, he's out here. Like, every time I hear about him, it's not about him doing something amazing. It's always about him and these girls. And I can expect that with him. I mean, he's handsome, but he's young. People know who his family is. And girls who know better, who think they could trap somebody, they will. And I would think that he wouldn't be this type of guy that's out here doing that type of stuff. But I've seen the text messages and the DMs about him and Scott Jackson this is a while ago. I've heard some stuff about him a while ago, him saying crazy stuff. And now him and this girl talking about having a baby, and they talking about having a plan B and abortions, and you're less attractive because you're not doing this. This is not a good look. And then he was talking about his mom didn't have eyes on her when she was young. And that may be the case. But still, it doesn't make it right that you're out here doing this. If he's out there doing that. I think that maybe he needs to clean up his act.
And what's so crazy? Because now that you think about it, his mom was his age when she was pregnant.
Yeah, she was 17.
Yeah.
Wow. But Solange didn't have a kid. I mean... He don't see. This is the thing.
No,
Solange wasn't out there. Yeah, she's 17 or 18.
18 yeah.
But Solange wasn't out there.
Yeah.
Solange, I don't ever remember Solange being problematic or hearing about her being problematic. She wanted to be her solo star. She released several albums until she got it right. Okay, She got it right in 2008. Then she really got it right with a seat at the table. And she's never been problematic. So what, you hear about her being with this guy, and she got a divorce or they broke up. But she's been on her chill. And Jules, you the first boy in the Knowles family since Matthew. We don't need you out here fucking things up for the women. So I'm gonna need you, if all this is going on, you need to chill the fuck out. Sit down, go to school, do something. But making babies and planning babies shouldn't even be in your future. You are a nose.
No, not in the near future.
But not in the near future. This should not be a part of your goals for right now. You should be going to school and doing something, Daniel. What's his name? Jules. That's his real name, Daniel. I'm thinking about the father too. But damn, like, get it together. And then like, don't do this to your aunt. Don't do this to your mom, and don't do this to your grandma. Because you know Miss Tina always got something to say online. But I bet you she ain't talking about Jules right now.
Well, I didn't.
I know she be fighting the girls off of him.
I didn't know this was the story because I don't follow the neighborhood talk.
Yeah, but it was trending all. Oh my god, it was trending. Like I'm looking for why. So, like, did Solange release something? Oh no, it's about Jules and how she need to get him or beat his ass or whatever. Like it's like, oh yeah, but Solange don't believe in ass whoopings. I never heard her say that.
And he's 17. Ain't nobody whooping those 17-year-olds ass.
Yeah, but you know what?
He ain't out here killing no damn.
No,
that's different.
But he needs to get it together.
Yeah, he does. He needs to strap up.
Allegedly,
strap up. Strap up. I'm not
Beyonce
telling him not
don't
to have
need all
sex.
these new babies in her family.
Why do you keep saying Beyonce? His mother's Solange.
I'm
strap up. Strap up. You don't need to be out here having sex unprotected.
Yeah,
you're a young guy. You're nice looking. So I wouldn't imagine that you're not having sex, but you need to strap up. You're too young to be bringing a baby home to your mother. Yeah. And your father.
Talking about I'm gonna dump in you, because he didn't say dump. I'm just saying that. He said the end with the end with the D. Like, no, get it together. The Real's canceled.
Woo-hoo.
We're not sad, but I will say this.
No.
At the time, it was definitely a show that women needed who were at home and young girls. But how many times can you have the same conversation about the same conversation about the same conversation?
It's not interesting. It's not interesting because, I mean, people may say the same thing for The View, but the difference is The View, they speak on different things.
And they're not scared to talk about politics.
And they're not, they start to show off every day on politics. So, I mean, you know what I mean? Nobody's looking to Lonnie Love, Jeannie Ma, Adrienne Bailon,
and
Garcelle Bouvier to hear about what they have to say about Russia.
But they could.
But nobody's not looking. You know why? Because their audience is not into that.
No.
That's not their audience. So therefore, nobody's looking to them to say it. Because if that's the case, just go watch The View.
Right.
You know what I mean? Their audience, is young women.
It's good to have a viewpoint from, all perspectives.
It is good to have a viewpoint.
It would be good to get these young women into, but they don't have to be necessarily into politics. But if you could have like segments on why this is important, why voting is important, why
that's something totally different.
Why we shouldn't let the midterms go by without voting, like stuff like that.
That's different than getting into depth like they do on The View about this politician and that and this place. Because those young women who watch The View, a lot of them, I mean, the real, they're not thinking about that. That's just like years ago, 106 & Park. We weren't watching 106 & Park to hear what they had to say about George Bush.
No.
We want to hear about
the music. It was music. It was about music. Yeah. But the real was, okay, if your friend was cheating,
stupid shit like that,
would you tell?
Like stupid shit like that. But these are the conversations that a lot of young girls have. Like stupid stuff like that.
Yeah.
They had a target audience and they knew who their audience was. That's why they lasted so long.
If you could sleep with your best friend,
if you could sleep with
get away with it, would you do it?
Right. Would you ever sleep with your cousin's baby dad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he made a pass, what would you do?
I don't know. Depending on what cousin's baby daddy was.
Yeah. No. Don't do it. No. Now, what did you just tell me last week?
I don't know what I told you, but no. I don't know.
No. I'm just sitting in here with all the women making a play. Looking at you.
Who making the play?
I'm just saying.
Who was making the play?
Nobody.
What?
I'm just saying.
Oh. Baby, no.
No, but you have to just be around. I like to hear women gossip.
That's the type of show The Real was.
Yeah.
We're talking about stuff, and
something that's
and
good.
then Amanda Seales did not fit on that show.
No, and she didn't like being there.
No, she did not.
And I didn't like her being there.
Amanda Seales is shady.
Yeah.
So yesterday, Amanda Seales posted, a thing on internet on Instagram about the Real being canceled, and she was saying how after 8 years or 8 seasons, whatever it is, it's being canceled, whatever the case. And she posted memorable clips when she was on the show. Every memorable clip was a shady clip. It was a shady clip of her making faces at that time when Lonnie Love was crying about black people not growing up eating right, and Amanda was still looking at her like girl, it kind of reminded me of when me and you. But she was sitting there looking at her like, what? Basically, like, girl, speak for yourself. We ate right in my house. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I couldn't understand. And Lonnie was really sitting there bawling, like, because we as black people, we didn't grow up eating right. And I'm like, huh? What are you talking about? Just because you're overweight don't mean we didn't eat right. I didn't. Then when she had to get this one girl together who came on there to interview them and said, oh, because you and Jeannie always butted heads. And she said, hold on, wait a minute.
Yes.
Don't do that. She got her good together real good. She
that was somebody from the newspaper.
I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, yeah, that wasn't the show. My show was The View. Even The Talk. I
don't even watch The Talk.
Nobody watches it. It was
I'm surprised it's not canceled.
Me too. I'm surprised.
They got men on there.
Yeah, it's like Brian Gumbel's on there, ain't it? No, not Brian Gumbel.
No.
Felicia Rashad. Oh, I thought Felicia Rashad.
Amar Rashad is on there.
Maybe he co-hosted. I think he co-hosted The View a few years ago. That's what I'm thinking about.
Oh, I'm like Amar Rashad.
Brian Gumbel, I think, co-hosted The View a few years ago, and I think Brian Gumbel was like the first man to co-host The View. When he came on a few years ago, he had hosted for a few episodes.
Yeah, the View is not a place. I mean, I don't mind seeing a man come on here and there, but not to be a permanent guest.
No, that is all. That no.
And I'm surprised they haven't tried to find a Republican, because they can find a Republican. They had that black woman that's a Republican. They could have bring her back. I don't like her on there. She's a fit, even though she's black. And I know you want to have all these different views, but bam, put her on there. Like, because she wouldn't bow to Whoopi and she wouldn't bow to Sonny, and I think they would make interesting conversations.
Yeah. I don't like this one from Trump's White House, the old press. I don't like her because she has not really fit in, and they're trying to make her work, and she's not working from it. She seems like she gets. I watch it every day. She seems like she gets real she backs down a little bit. Sonny Hostin, I'm starting not to like you. Because you're starting to act like you're interviewing these guest co-hosts rather than letting them give their opinions, and I don't like that. And another thing that she does, and I didn't say it online, but when I posted about her getting on my nerves, there were people in my comment section, and somebody said the same thing I've been thinking, which is, and she keeps cutting them off. It's like, let them say what they have to say. You keep cutting them off when they're trying to say something good, and then she's trying to be funny at it, and you could tell that it annoys Whoopi too, because Whoopi tries to basically shut the fuck up, let her speak. What are you talking about? And then she tries to act like she's this prude. Oh no, we don't do that. Oh, I don't like Gabriel doing this. Oh no, Manny, he can't do this. Oh, we don't this in our marriage. Like, Sonny, shut the fuck up. Right. Like, girl, you know what's so crazy? Because I remember I tweeted her years ago telling her how I thought.
Times change.
Yeah, I tweeted her and Megan McCain. And Megan McCain actually followed me on Twitter too, and then she unfollowed me once she really got into my tweets. But I tweeted both of them separately, telling them that I thought that both of them would be good to be on a show like The View, and they both actually became co-hosts.
You know what? Sonny might be going through a change in life.
She might be, and it's becoming really annoying, Kevin. Yeah. It really is becoming really annoying. Like, she's so anti. Oh, I don't do that. Oh, we don't do that. Oh, I'm against that. And it's like, girl, shut the fuck up.
And why are you still in the Republican Party?
Because she is.
And Anna said, "Bitch, why are you still a Catholic?"
Yeah. She said that to her. Yes. Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yes, this is on a Friday show.
Because I remember when she said that to her about being a Republican, because she asks her that a lot. I'm just surprised that you're still a part of that party.
Yeah, but she's like, oh no, but she tried to make an excuse. No, so all right, so it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Don't tell me I should leave my party.
My party, because even though the shit that's going on right now, That does not define the party that I'm a part of, which is we are a part. I believe in this and that and that. But don't tell me why am I still a Republican? And because then, like she said, why are you still a Catholic? Because them priests was doing a whole lot of shit to them little boys.
Yes.
Okay.
And they still
and it's
do.
it's always been Sonny. Oh, cause my Catholic faith teaches me to believe. Shut.
Yeah.
Cause Joy will remind her in a minute. Well, I grew up Catholic too.
Yeah. But I don't think it's my it's not my Catholic faith that you shouldn't do this with the babies.
No, it's Sonny just being approved. That's all. She's just being approved.
I say do what you want to do, but if you personally ask me, do I agree? Hell no.
Right.
So everything you do sexually, you are responsible for it.
I don't think anybody is going to run out there and be like, oh, go ahead, go get that. Mm-hmm. You know, people are going to tell you, listen, you weigh your options. But if you feel like that is the best option for you, then you go ahead and do what's best for you.
Yeah, if you got like 4 or 5 baby moms, you already don't want to deal with.
You mean baby dad?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the girl. No, the baby dad got 4 or 5 baby moms. Mm-hmm. Child.
Everybody should just strap up. How about we do that?
Yes,
just strap
be
up.
Be responsible.
Yes, just strap up.
Be responsible. What else we got going on? Damn, we've been talking for a minute.
Yeah. Hello. We still talking?
Oh yeah, we got everything. Oh, bitch! I went to the dentist last week, and I was supposed to be getting a cap on one of my teeth. But see, when y'all go to the dentist, and maybe this is my fault, but when I asked them for my price, I said, "Is this my final price?" Mm-hmm. And they was like, "Yeah, this is how much it's gonna cost to get all this, that done." I said, "Okay." So I go there last week. I'm thinking like, okay, I'm supposed to get my fitting for my cap and all that. Mm-hmm. I seen something in my claims for my dentist, like, yeah, it's gonna be another $300 something that you gotta come up. And I'm like, what are they talking about? I'm like, no, because this is not what we agreed to. I was like, well, then I was thinking, well, maybe this is less. And then so I go there for the crown fit, and the girl gonna slide, oh yeah, this is gonna be $347. You can pay half down a day. And I said, wait a minute, first of all, what are you talking about? Mm-hmm. Don't even try to like throw that in there like that. Like I said, I thought I was paying all up front for one thing the last time.
Right. And
now you guys are coming here and telling me another thing. I said, I'm about to get up out this chair and I'm about to leave. This is after they numbed me and everything. And I was just like, no. I said, this is not what I agreed to. Now, I said, and I remember exactly where I said, and I pointed across and said, this is where I was sitting there over here. Mm-hmm. And when I asked you what was the price, you told me that was the price. Mm-hmm. Now when I come back, you're telling me a different price.
Right.
Now you already did the work, so now I really don't have no choice but to
go through.
Right. Oh yeah, but you know I got a discount. But I learned from Barbara, okay? I learned like when you're a black when you're a black man and you get angry, shit
don't want you to get angry.
No.
They don't want you to get angry.
Shit start changing.
Please don't get angry. Don't get angry. Get angry.
Yeah, they gave me a nice discount, and I gave them a half deposit, and I said I'll see you on the 27th. But don't play with me. Don't. I said don't. That's not right, and y'all need to stop doing that to people because I said I just pay rent. I said I got bills coming out of everywhere. You think I'm supposed to just give you $347 off the rip at the first of the month? Oh, I was pissed off. I was pissed. I said I could have budgeted for that, but don't play with me about my money. Don't do that. So please, make sure y'all get your prices up front. I don't care if it's at the dentist, it's at the hair salon, wherever. Because I hear some hair salons be even charging extra. Oh, because I took the time to do this cost. No, bitch, stop playing with me. You give me a price up front, honor that price. Stop playing with me. Right. So yeah, I was really pissed off about that, and I did not know. So I just had to bring that to your attention. Find out everything. And yeah, we got everything. Kanye West not going to be at Coachella. We were supposed to talk about that on the podcast. I just hope that Kanye really, 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 really gets the help that he needs and he deserves. And things are not going to look good for you, Kanye, if Kim decides that she wants full custody. Because all she has to do is go to all those screenshots and present them in court, and it's not going to be a good look for you. And especially those videos that you did about Pete Davidson. I think that maybe you guys, if Kim and Pete are really serious, and I mean, I still don't take it serious even though he's tattooing Kim's name on his body. He did the same thing with Ariana. I just hope that Kanye But he gets the help we need. I know a lot of people love him. I don't love him. I like his work, but I'm not in love with what he does personally and what he shares on social media and how he tries to defame people and shame people and do all kinds of stuff. I'm just not with it. But Kanye, I do hope that you get the help that you need. He's pulling out of Coachella, so they got the Weeknd to do it. And then they try to pay the Weeknd a couple dollars, and the Weeknd said, "No, bitch, I want the same money he was giving Kanye, or I'm not doing it." And guess what? He got the same money they was giving Kanye. Yep.
Well, he's a big artist.
Yeah, but
I mean, he's not Kanye West.
No, but he
is a big artist. Yeah,
anytime you get your own Super Bowl halftime show,
yeah.
He didn't share the stage with nobody.
Yeah,
he had it by his damn self.
He can demand that money. See, when you do things like that, like you just said, you can demand that money. And the Weeknd is a big artist. He's not no small, he's a big artist. He's a very big artist, and he has millions of fans. So, while a lot of Kanye West fans are disappointed, Weeknd fans are very happy.
Yeah.
And trust me, there will be a lot of people there to see the Weeknd.
Yes. So, I don't really think they just going to go just to go.
Yeah, people are going to go because it's Coachella.
Yeah.
Me, on the other hand, I can't do things like that because I can't stand up in large crowds like that because I get tired, and in large crowds like that, there's nowhere to sit.
Nowhere to pee.
And nowhere to pee. And then I start thinking to myself, what happens if something bad happens here? Everybody's just going to start running.
They're going to think about Astro World.
And nobody, you fall.
Did you see the video of them people in New York? Because the thing exploded. One of the little, what they call it? Manhole. Some people was running around Times Square yesterday.
No, but did you see that?
Because them people were scared. Them people
they was scared. I didn't see that video. But it made me think of the video I did see the other day in the airport here, and y'all know what I'm talking about.
In Mexico?
No, it was here. I don't know if it was in Mexico, but it was the airport, and they thought somebody was shooting, but instead a sign fell.
Yes, yes.
The black lady.
She's like, girl.
And the girl said, no. There is a reason why Regina Hall in Scary Movie said, please don't let that bitch run over. Right. There's a reason why. It's making sense why she said that girl was and that black lady was looking from left to right. She was like, girl, what's going on? He looked at the girl and said, girl, please, you need to be quiet. Said, no. Well, you want to get the fuck up and out of here. Because you're going to bring whoever it is in here with a gun to us. Right. Because you keep quiet. Shut the fuck up. That's why you're not supposed to hide with people. Don't hide with me. You better go find your own hiding spot. You won't get us killed. I couldn't believe it when she said no. Right. So that lady no. Like, I looked at her and said, what?
No. Come on over here, sit down. And then she said, no. God. I'm trying to find the video. I can't find it.
Oh my God. I said, baby. Couldn't be me. I told you guys to go.
Yeah.
She said no. No.
And that was a black girl too. She told me, like, girl, She was nice to let you sit with them, and then you started that.
And then you started whimpering and shit. Don't whimper. Cover your, do what they tell kids. Cover your mouth. You got the nerve to be whimpering. Right. And we think somebody is shooting. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine everybody ducking and hiding as a sign that fell? Imagine you sitting there, all of a sudden you see people running. What the fuck is they running for?
I'll be running right along with them. One person run, we all run. I ain't got to hear nothing. We're all running. If everybody's running, I'm not looking that way. If my headphones on, I see people looking, I'm looking too.
Let me tell you something. Everybody who travels with me needs to know how to walk on their own and run on their own. Because something like that happen, I'm not pushing nobody, and I'm not waiting for you to get up and run. So you better be able to walk and run. When I say get up and run, you better get up and run.
That's one thing I know how to do. I know how to run.
Period. And don't start screaming my name in the airport. I'm like, don't scream my name. I'll text you. Don't scream my name. I don't want nobody saying, well, who's Mikhail? We got to find him. You're not looking for me. I'm like, oh, boy.
Did you see this?
My name would be Bennett, and my name's not in it. Yeah, that car accident. Yeah. On live TV.
Mm-hmm.
Look! And the tire came off. Ooh. Look! Yeah, I saw that.
I was trying to find that video with the girl in the airport, but I don't see
You
it.
ain't got fun for me. I ain't seen it, and I watched it several times. Okay, well, it's been real.
Yeah. It's time to go. So I want to say, everybody, thank y'all for watching tonight's new video. We shall return this week with a podcast on Thursday. Well, y'all know Friday y'all get a new podcast. I'm gonna be busy this week though. But yeah,
Easter's this weekend.
yeah, Easter's on Sunday. Yesterday was Palm Sunday. I have no idea what I'm doing on Easter. I'm gonna be at somebody's table.
Oh, you have to work this thing?
I don't work on Sundays, but I'm going to work on Sunday. I'm going to try to put my name on the schedule on Sunday because I'm on holiday back. We get paid on Easter, so I'm going to try to get that.
Y'all get paid on Sundays?
No, Easter. It's holiday. Easter's a holiday.
Oh, it's considered a holiday at your job?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know too many jobs where Easter is considered where they have it on the holiday as what's the name? I don't know.
Easter is a holiday.
Hello, it is a holiday, but some jobs don't recognize it, as that. There's some jobs, like for instance, when I was working at the University of Penn, the lady that I used to work with in the office, she didn't get paid for Martin Luther King as a holiday.
Oh, no, we don't get paid for
Yeah, so some holidays, some jobs get paid. And like my department, when I was working here, we got paid for Martin Luther King.
Really?
She didn't get paid for Martin. But see, I'm union.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
They probably feel
they
for
pay. Yeah, she didn't pay. In her department, they weren't union. They didn't get paid for that. So what she would do is she would take off.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So I mean, some jobs don't celebrate certain. They don't look at certain things as a holiday. Paid holiday.
Are going to work. And you're not going to get paid. It's a shame. It's a shame.
Now you got this new holiday, Juneteenth. That's a federal holiday now.
Yeah, it's
So yeah, because it's a federal holiday.
Yeah.
It became one last year or
So
2020?
be getting holiday pay this year?
Well, it depends on what job.
Thank you, Joe Biden.
But I'm glad. But you know what? I'm glad we're talking about this because I'm gonna go to work. Find out. Yes, I am. Okay. So I'll see y'all. Because one thing about me, I'm gonna get my coins.
Amen.
Because that's not something I play with. Okay. Okay. Joe Biden signed that right into law. Did he not? Yes, he